Hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, where today we're taking our first flight in the new release from Carenado. It's the Bonanza F33A. And I'm very excited about this, because if you've watched the channel, you know I love these types of general aviation aircraft. You know me and my Bonanza. But this one's $19.99. It's available for PC and Xbox users. Unfortunately, it doesn't support career mode. Hopefully it's something that can be supported at some point. But once I saw this beautiful livery on this aircraft, I knew I had to purchase it. I mean, $19.99, a pretty decent price for what's looking like an excellent, visually appealing to the eye aircraft. I mean, you just can't beat those 70s, 80s liveries on these planes. Just so good. And I'm already loving the way this is looking in the sim as well. So I'm excited to see what the interior looks like. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take the cover off. Now, this does come with other liveries as well, but this was my favorite one. I think it's about 9 total that you can choose from. Love how our tail number is on the cover as well. But let's see here. Let's get the cover off. I see it's still a pain to do that with a controller. They need to change that because it's very, very finicky. But, alright. Ready for the full reveal, everybody? Boom. What a plane! Here, let's get the sunny side here so you get the full effect of the livery. Ooh. If you give me a livery with tan, brown, and red all together, there's a great chance that I'll purchase the plane. I will never not like that livery setup. But cool, and then before we hop on in, by the way, we may as well do our little check on the elevator while we're back here. Look at the detail on the... Oh, this looks so good. I'm so happy I bought this, but before we hop in, I want to show something really quick. Look at that engine. Continental. Another nice feature too, I don't know if I've ever realized this in other aircraft, but if you walk away, just kind of closes it for you just in case you forget it or something. I think that's a nice touch. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out what the interior looks like, because if it's anything like the exterior, I think we're going to be impressed. Welcome on aboard my F33A, everybody. Oh, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Leather along the walls. Is that an ashtray? I think that's an ashtray. Nobody's smoking in my plane, I can guarantee that. What if we pop on up here? More leather seats. Oh, what a view. Oh. They did... I mean, I can't get over how well they did with the visuals on this aircraft. And look at this cockpit. The white trim. I mean, look how... Oh, these... Oh, these gauges look so nice, too. I mean, there's not one thing I've looked at on this plane where I thought, oh, they could improve. I mean, it almost looks photorealistic. What do you think, co-pilot? Isn't this sweet or what? Haven't even flown the thing yet, and I'm already happy with my $19.99. Now that we've enjoyed the interior and exterior of the F33A, let's dive into the checklist and get this thing started on up. So let's dive over to... Oh! I think this is the first time I've seen a developer actually use something in the in-sim EFB instead of having their own EFB. I like this much better. And then you can get other GPS systems. Pretty cool. So we'll just stick with the Asobo one. I'm fine with that. I don't know why I said one really weird there, but that's okay. I'm just excited, honestly. I love it. So chocks are done. We've done the inspections for sure on all of it. I think we can just skip all this. Yeah, okay. Before starting engine. Parking brake is set. Avionic master switch is off. Circuit breakers are all pushed in. Landing gear is down. Flaps are up. Cowl flap is full open. Is it full open? I think it is, but yes, it is. So there's that. Fuel selector, fullest tank. We're half. So I'll just go for left. That'll work. Battery switch on. Alternator on. And there we go. Alright, easy enough. Mixture is rich. Oh, that's airflow. Hang on, there we go. Done. Prop RPM, max RPM. Perfect. Throttle is full open. Auxiliary fuel pump on 3 to 5 seconds, which should be down here. No? Oh, it was right there. Okay, so on for 3 to 5 seconds. Open about there. And ignition start. Let's see. Hang on, I can't get the key. There we go. We got the key set up here. Nice. Sorry, I got stuck in the camera there for a second. Oil pressure is just into the green. And avionic master switch on, which should be... You would think it's down here, no? Oh, no, it's over here. Okay. Sorry, we're in the co-pilot now. Excellent. Let's get this all booted up here. So we're currently over 7,000 feet in our location here. So we'll set an altitude for 10,000. We have a lot of mountains around, as we saw. Search for our GPS satellites. Nice, all right. We'll disengage those parking brakes, and off we taxi. We'll just pop onto the runway from here, I think. Nothing too long of a taxi. Kind of why I picked that parking spot, but a beautiful day for flying. Over in, I don't even know where I went actually. I'm gonna be honest. I just kind of picked a random handcrafted airport. One notch of flap should be plenty for us. Line ourselves up. Let's get ready for a fantastic flight in this thing. So I definitely took off a little early. I didn't take into account the high altitude we were at, so we were steadily climbing at a slow rate, but that's okay. we're up in the air, and all is well. Get those beautiful ray trace shadows going on in this excellent cockpit. Plane is sounding lovely. Legitimately have no complaints so far with my $19.99 I spent on this. So let's set our heading to about here for now. We're cruising to about 8,000 feet, so let's just go for 9,000. We'll just kind of weave our way through the mountains here. So heading mode on. Oh, here, let's do this first. There we go. And now heading mode. We even have a nice little display up here indicating what we're active on with autopilot, with heading, vertical speed. And hopefully you don't mind if I'm not talking too much, because I feel like when a plane is really, really excellent, I just like to let you guys hear and experience the plane, because I'm sure that's one thing you look at if you're watching this video, just to see if the plane is worth buying and so forth. So I always like to make sure that you can just enjoy the sights and sounds of the airplane as well. So now that all the excitement's gone, I did run into a glitch that I've just found out. So if we hide the yoke here, you can see our elevator trim is set to 0 degrees. Now if we just engage autopilot, you'll see what happens. Okay, now it didn't do it, but it's still very aggressive for whatever reason. But sometimes when you hit autopilot, it goes into an 18-degree elevator trim and just freaks the plane out. It still freaked it out there from that little bit, but let's try it again and see if it'll... See, here it's all good. And none of the modes are on except for vertical speed. So I'm not sure what that is, but it's something to keep in mind, that sometimes it'll just say, oh, you want 18 degrees of elevator trim? Here you go, and it'll be instant. And it'll basically just stall out your plane, but of course it's not doing it now that I'm trying to showcase it. But yeah, I was noticing that in the mountains. That's why we kind of left it, because we were all of a sudden stalling, even though it didn't make any sense as to why we were, and then I realized our trim was set to an astronomical amount. Apologies, by the way, I forgot to turn on the lights. I was too busy enjoying the outside and inside views of this aircraft. So if we go back here, you'll see the lovely wing lights are on as well. And hey, you can actually see them lit up in the daytime, which is great, so that's always a plus as well. And in case you were wondering what the plane looks like in the evening, look how awesome that looks. I'll have to increase the brightness probably for YouTube viewers, because it's very dark for me. But it gives you the idea. Let's go ahead and see if we have any airports nearby that we can do our landing at. We've apparently passed one. Just behind us. Too busy looking at the nighttime that we didn't even see it. So let's get the plane heading back and get hopefully a pretty nice little landing going on here. But yep, other than that glitch, everything else has been fantastic with this aircraft. So I'm very happy with it. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to quit the commentary, just increase the game audio so you can hear everything from the flaps to the gears and so forth as we land at our final destination here. So enjoy. And welcome back to the ground, everybody. Let me get rid of these arrows because we don't need to see that. The only other issue I've run into, as well as you kind of hear that little staticky pop happening in the audio a bit when you're on the ground. So, just a couple little things that could use a bit of work, but other than that, from visually to just how the thing flies, has been an absolute blast. Really, really enjoying this. And there we go, everybody. Another first flight completed again. This is the Carenado Bonanza F33A, available now for $19.99 in the in-sim marketplace for both PC and Xbox users. Minus those couple little issues that I was talking about. Other than that, it's been just an absolute blast flying this thing, and I look forward to flying it some more. Again, hopefully down the road it'll get some career support too. That would be really just the cherry on top for this aircraft. So with that being said, be sure to let me know what you guys think of this plane, and I will talk to you guys next time. See ya.